be today's last game.
Could very well be the last game. For Sam Sevian, he's in a must-win situation. He deploys the Lopez, and it is the A4 system, just putting pressure on B5. And for Wei Yi, he has embraced E4, and it's now no Karakans. It is going to be something a lot more aggressive. It's a Sicilian from Parham Maghsoodloo.
Yeah, it's an open Sicilian. It's a Najdorf Sicilian from Parham, known as the most aggressive opening. But there are ways for White to try and kind of put a bottle on the activity. And here we saw the eval bar go up, but that was just a small glitch. We do see the G3 system against the Najdorf by Wei Yi, which is known to be rock solid. Wei Yi, a specialist in this opening with both colours. In the meantime, Lorenzo Lodici has traded off a set of knights in that Roy Lopez and pushed a pawn forward. Ivanka, where do you think we'll see the most fireworks in the early stages?
I think it has to be Parham, because, he's playing the Najdorf, where we saw him in the FIDE Grand Swiss. He was incredibly well prepared in the Najdorf, and he's just gonna go for fireworks right from the beginning. We've already seen H5 being played. I feel like Sam Sevian, Lorenzo Lodici, that's gonna be a bit more of a grind. So I'm seeing the queen step up in Wei Yi there on the left, and I'm thinking we're gonna see queenside castling. That's always spicy.
Exactly. Wei Yi playing for a draw by playing for a win. It's a good tip for everyone at home. Very rarely it works out these days that you just grovel. You just try and swap off of the pieces, go passive, and that's enough for a draw. Top players, they have realised that going on the front foot, especially with White, playing principled openings is the best way normally. But he's hesitating. He's debating whether to castle Wei Yi. Hasn't made a big decision yet. He's burning a bit of time on the clock, and there we go. Bishop takes knight. Very logical as well, since you don't want the knights to defend each other in this system, and castling queenside now gains a tempo on that left board. White queen and rook lined up against a backward pawn. In the meantime, as you said, Ivanka, Sam Sevian against Lodici. It just feels like Sam has lost a bit of steam. Like he's walked into two bad openings in a row. This one he's totally fine with White, but not really an advantage to speak of. Very mainline theory, which probably isn't the way forward in situations where you must win. I'm surprised by Sam's opening choices.
Yeah, he perhaps trying to take, the game to waters that Lodici didn't expect in their classical encounter. It was a C4 type business, but here this is completely different. And as you mentioned, main line, and it does feel Black doesn't have too many problems, but okay. We've seen a lot of excitement in these games, especially when the seconds start ticking down. But for Parham, it's decision time, and he's using the time on the clock to kind of evaluate whether he should be going bishop e7, hold on to d6, or whether actually he wants to go a little bit more aggressive with moves such as knight c6, give up the d6 point. I'm suspecting that he'll just kind of grit his teeth, go bishop e7, and then get on with it. And trades being made in the Sevian Lodici game, and Lodici just seems to be doesn't make traits like g takes f4, because that would simply have invited the bishop into the game. Wei Yi just improving all of his pieces. Oh, c8 is now incoming. That is going to collect some material. Perhaps Parham can carry on fighting by advancing the f-pawn, trying to get a protected pass pawn. It's either that or resignation. He goes for g4, same idea.
Ooh, rook c6. He's really trying to maximize the material advantage. He wants to promote and win a whole rook, not just a bishop for rook. He's trying to keep the c-pawn intact. This is the way our featured chat says. It looks like he is on the way to victory. Rook to c8, probably. You either have to hit this bishop or you have to block with a rook on c8, right? Just to stop that white pawn advancing. Black's pawns are too slow to create counterplay.
Absolutely. Okay, so he's going to take the bishop. Of course, he takes it. f3. This is the only chance for Parham to try to hold on to make the move f2, because rook to d8 is incoming.
Also a very natural move, c3, dual purpose. The white king might now come out and centralize just to go nearer the black pawns, or white can start pushing b4. B and c together. Two pawns holding hands, that's the dream. I think he's going to be quick enough if he does start pushing now. Black still needs 4 or 5 moves at least to create a threat. Doesn't look like he'll get that luxury. I like your rook d1 move as well, Ivanka. Like, now especially the fact that the black king has no squares to run to. But Wei Yi takes a chill, moves his king forward. Also good.
Yeah. b4, rook d1 is also possible at any time, so the bishop swoops in, but no clear plan of advance here. Maybe it's time to get motoring.
Yeah, king to d3 is the logical follow-up for Wei Yi. The black bishop defended by its pawn. Desperation. That pawn mass though is well under lock and key. Maybe we just go out. We're totally winning here. Wei Yi is totally winning here at least. Let's go out.
Yeah, let's stay here, David, because it's getting critical. And well, with Parham's pawns advancing, we'll see whether he can generate play. And he's also down to his final seconds. Oh, hang on a second. What's happening here? King to d6 is not possible.
Oh.
It's a legal move. There's a rook on c6.
Oh, Parham makes a move then with a couple of seconds left on his clock. He says sorry to Wei Yi, who didn't claim the extra time he would have been afforded if he'd claimed the illegal move. And confusion reigns, but one thing that is for certain is that Wei Yi is on the brink of winning this game. He's about to give a check on g6, he's about to bring his rook in, handshake, Parham Maghsoodloo, heartbroken. The way that he went out there, so close, yet still so far. Congratulations to Wei Yi, who progresses, and nice to see the sports